Hey, what's going on, guys? It's your boy Joey Ham, and today we're going to be doing a Marvel movie tier list. Well, it's not just the Marvel movies, it's the Marvel shows and the movies up to Shang-Chi. So, it's pretty much everything but What If. This is all the live action Marvel stuff. So I'm pretty much just going to go down the line that they have it. So starting with The Winter Soldier. I think The Winter Soldier is a great Marvel movie. I think I like Civil War a little bit more than it, so it's gonna go with amazing. But yeah, no, Winter Soldier is great. Guardians of the Galaxy. I really like the Guardians of the Galaxy movies. I like one more than two. A lot of people, I don't know, a lot of people that I know don't really like the Guardians movies, which I've never really understood. I think they're great, but like I said, I do like the first one a little bit more than the second one, so the second one's gonna go in good. Age of Ultron, I also really like Age of Ultron. This is another movie that gets a lot of hate. I mean, of course, it's not the best Avengers movie, but like, it's still really good. Well, not really good. It's decent. I'm gonna put it in decent. Ant-Man, I think Ant-Man's great. I love Ant-Man, both 1 and 2. That's another set of movies that gets a lot of hate that I absolutely love. Yeah, the Ant-Man movies are great. Civil War, I think, is amazing. Well, perfect. I keep saying like different words in the categories I'm putting them in, but yeah, no, Civil War is awesome. I feel like around Civil War is when I really started to get into the MCU, going to see all the movies opening night and stuff. So Civil War is just kind of there for me, and it's just a great movie. Spider-Man, that's Far From Home. Far From Home I'm going to put in great. I really like Far From Home. Mysterio's a great villain in that movie. Spider-Man's great. It's just a great movie. I mean, there's really nothing else to put to that. Doctor Strange, I think it's amazing. Doctor Strange is so good. The visuals, the fights, they're all just so good. Like, Black Widow, I'm gonna put it. I think it's, yeah. It was just, I don't know. It was boring and it was weird. Like, I don't know. Marvel really hasn't done many non-superpowered movies about people, and so it's like, I feel like they don't know how to show that somebody's, for the most part, just a regular person with just a lot of skills. There was a lot of stuff in the Black Widow movie that probably shouldn't have been possible. Taskmaster wasn't that good, and I love Taskmaster, so that kind of lowers it down for me. But other than that, even though that's like the whole movie, Florence Pugh, or however you say your name, is great in that. The dude from Stranger Things is great in that. But as a movie as a whole, it's not that good. Black Panther, I think Black Panther is really good. I love Black Panther. I wish that maybe it would have gotten delayed. Like, say this movie was coming out in like 2021, so that it was more okay to be delaying movies left and right. I think they could have fixed up that final fight CGI better, and then I feel like Black Panther would probably go in perfect. But just because they kind of had to rush that CGI there at the end, I gotta lower it down to amazing. So Captain America: The First Avenger, I really don't like Captain America: The First Avenger. I'm gonna put it in good. It's a good movie. I mean, I don't know. It's not my favorite, especially when you compare it to the other two Captain America movies. It's not the best compared to those two, but it's good. It's a good movie. Thor Ragnarok, gonna go up in amazing. It revitalized Thor as a character pretty much, and that movie is just amazing. It's so good. Ant-Man and the Wasp, I'm gonna go ahead and put that into decent. It's not as good as the first Ant-Man. It kind of, I don't know, a lot of stuff didn't have to happen in it. And so that's gonna go there. Infinity War, gotta go up to perfect. Infinity War is so good. Can't think of anything wrong that's with Infinity War. Endgame, I'm gonna put it great. When this movie first came out, I feel like a lot of people, including myself, would have probably put that in perfect. But as it's gone on, it's a really long movie. A lot happens in it. They do a good job with their 3-hour runtime. I don't know. There's just a lot about that movie. And when you compare it to Infinity War, since it's technically 1 and 2 parts, Infinity War just blows it out of the water. I mean, don't get me wrong, Avengers Endgame is great, but Infinity War is just so much better. Loki, I think Loki's amazing. I think it's the best MCU show we've gotten. It's great. I can't wait for the next season. I want more Loki. I want more of all those characters. And so, yeah, Loki was great. The ending was a little, I didn't like the ending as much, but other than that, loved Loki. WandaVision, I also really enjoyed. I feel like a lot of people don't enjoy it, but there's also a lot of people that just don't enjoy it because it brought in, like, WandaVision brought in a lot of people to the MCU. Like, a lot of people started watching the MCU because of WandaVision, and, you know, a lot of people don't like when, I guess it really doesn't make sense to me, because a lot of people, you know, be like, oh, you're just a WandaVision fan, but it's like, the MCU is so insanely huge, and the MCU is just the MCU. You know, there's a lot of like Star Wars fans that are like, oh, the expanded universe is just so much better than what we get in the movies, and you're just a movie fan. But like when it comes to the MCU, unless it's like a comic fan, there's like literally like people who just think they're better because they like the movies more than the shows, it seems like, which I really don't understand. I loved WandaVision. I thought it was great. Shang-Chi, amazing. I loved Shang-Chi. That was definitely the best Marvel movie to come out in a while. That movie was great. No, it's not perfect, but it's amazing. Falcon and Winter Soldier, it was definitely the worst of the shows. It still wasn't bad. It just wasn't as cool as the other two, I'd say. And so I gotta put it down in good. And you know what? The more I look at that, yeah, that is Homecoming. Okay, I'm dumb. Because we got Far From Home right here. Which I'm gonna put Far From Home in great as well. I pretty much have the same opinion on both of them. They're just good Spider-Man movies. That's just it. I'm so excited for No Way Home. But yeah, so Far From Home and Homecoming are pretty much, I have the same opinion on both of those movies. Captain Marvel. I'm gonna put it in meh. I don't mind Brie Larson. I like her in some roles. She's a fine Captain Marvel. I don't know. Something was off about that movie that movie definitely could have been better. I wish they wouldn't have made it in the 90s. I wish they would have just found a way to introduce her more recently, because it just doesn't make sense. Like, you know, she says, I think it's an Endgame, she says, oh, there's a lot of other planets where stuff's happening too, but it's like, I don't know, I feel like if you're from Earth, you kind of got like that, like, home territory type of thing, and there was really no reason for Nick Fury not to call her in for, like, the Loki stuff. The Ultron stuff I can kind of get, but not really. I don't know. I feel like they just did Captain Marvel kind of weird. The first Iron Man, I'm gonna put that in good. It's a good movie. It's a really good start to the MCU. It's a good origin movie for Iron Man. There's just not too much special about it, but that's not their fault. It was the first movie. Iron Man 2 isn't as bad as people make it sound. I think it's decent. It's not the best, but it's not the worst. Yeah. So I don't know. I don't have an opinion on Incredible Hulk. I'm just gonna put it down here because that's probably where it deserves to be, anyways. Because it doesn't fit into the MCU too well. The first Thor movie is meh. It's better than Dark World, but it's nowhere near really anything else. I think meh is a good spot for it. The first Avengers movie, I remember seeing this in the movies. Like, I think this was like the first Marvel movie I really went and saw, like in the theaters, and so that kind of holds a special place for me. I think it's, I think it's great. I think it's a great movie. It's a great team up movie. It shows that, like, I don't know. It's a great team up movie. They did a great job with it. It's funny. It's rewatchable. Yeah, it's really enjoyable. Iron Man 3 is my favorite of the Iron Man movies. I'm gonna put that in great as well. Um, it's just really good in the end scene with the suits and stuff. I love seeing the other suits. It's just a really good movie, and it gets hated, I feel like, a little bit too much. I get, like, the stuff with the Mandarin and stuff, but I mean, it's still a pretty good movie. It's an enjoyable movie to watch. And then Thor: The Dark World, I'm just gonna put it terrible. Normally when I do MCU watch throughs, these are the only two movies I don't watch, so that kind of shows something. They aren't really the best. So yeah, so that's the tier list. I feel like that's for the most part, is a pretty average tier list. It's really nothing special. I feel like the Ant-Man placement, a lot of people don't put Ant-Man that high, and I feel like a lot of people would put the first Iron Man a little bit higher. Same with the first Captain America, probably. Other than that, I feel like it's a pretty normal list. So yeah, that's all. I was bored, so I felt like I should just do this. Yeah, let me know if you guys want more tier list, and I'll see you guys next time.